Hello AOS fans, Robin here. It's a Wednesday, which as you have got used to means Word Wednesday, and this week's Wednesday is Marxism. Now, before you run off thinking I've turned into some sort of commie pinko type character and you don't want to listen to what word I want to say, let me just wait there, I'll explain why. I've got this book by Gareth Southwell called Would Marx Do? How the greatest political theorists would solve your everyday problems. Have you ever wondered what Kant might have to say about your addiction to social media, or whether Plato will be able to help resolve your constant arguments about what to watch on TV? Ever consider whether Hobbes would agree to feed your pet hamster while you were away on holiday? Using 40 everyday questions and problems as springboards for exploring the great political questions of our time, this book will give you a crash course in political theory, an introduction to the theories and ideas of the greatest political thinkers of all time. So what you've got in here are 40 essays about various aspects of philosophy and political thinking. And it's really great. Gareth Southwell does the illustrations as well. You can see a nice illustration of Marx in there. There's a few illustrations in here. It's not as colourful as some of my usual Words Wednesday picks. Quite a lot of text. Not one for the kids, this one. But it's really fun and really interesting. I don't know about you, I have quite an interest in philosophy, but I find it quite hard to read. And there are also some great texts out there, but I find it difficult to digest, and family life or whatever, I'm often quite tired, so I try and read these and I fall asleep. I haven't fallen asleep once reading this one. So let's have a quick look at what sort of essays we've got in here. Should I bother to vote? Yes. Which of us should look after the baby? Particularly interesting question as a stay-at-home dad. Do I earn enough? I don't. As a stay-at-home dad, I don't. My car has just been stolen, but can I hold the thieves responsible? Should I watch what I say on Twitter? Huge one, that one at the moment. Should my children benefit from my success? So there's loads and loads. I'm not going to read them all out. There's loads there on the inside dust jacket. There, and so it tells you about what different philosophers might have said. So the first question in the book is, my car has just been stolen, but can I hold the thieves responsible? That talks about Democritus, Sartre and Hobbes in there. So, and then the next one is, my friend says I'm getting too fat. All right, Pete, calm down. But surely it's none of her business. Hobbes, Machiavelli, Plato and Mill. So that is we've got 40 essays like that, and it's broken down into several sections. So we've got freedom, equality, power and authority, rights and justice. And they're in there. It's 188 pages long. And it costs $12.99 in the UK, and I'm guessing the US dollar price will be somewhere in the region of $18, something like that, but I shall get Pete to look it up for you. And it's really good. It's really good. I can't obviously read out great chunks of it, but I found it really interesting having there's rules there. He comes up a lot. This guy, I'd never not heard of him before. It may be expedient, but it is not just that some should have less in order that others may prosper. Is my local golf club a fair society? That comes under, and that brings in Orwell, Rawls, Harsanyi, Sandel and McIntyre. And say I hadn't really bringing philosophy home to things that you actually do think about on a regular basis really makes it easy and accessible to understand. So I'm not going to read out big chunks of the text. There's not much else to show except to say that this is just a really, really nice book. It's published by Cassell in the UK, and I've really enjoyed it. I haven't read it from cover to cover. I've dipped in and out, which is the great thing about it. You can dip in and out, and obviously the essays refer to each other, and you sort of find yourself turning to another one, and turning to another one, and turning to another one, and then you find that half an hour has passed. And it's a really interesting, captivating book. It's made me think about things, social media in particular, and politics, the way politics is spoken about and talked about, and the way people use certain phrases or whatever to instill their message. And that's all in here. And I think being a little bit more politically savvy is probably not a bad idea in the current climate. So I would thoroughly recommend Gareth Southwell's What Would Marx Do, even if you're not a big Marxist fan. Personally, my favourite was always Groucho. So, had to be done, didn't it? So there you go. That is What Would Marx Do? How the greatest political theorists would solve our everyday problems. Do check it out. It's really great. So I hope you found that useful. A very quick Word Wednesday this week. And like I say, it's a very enjoyable book. I'd much rather read this than listen to me. So why don't you go and do that? Okay. Until next time. Bye.